Okay, chat. Let's see. Drunk cops fuck
And a
around.
police officer arresting a man for failing to ID with no actual crime existing. I called the department and a sergeant essentially told me, "F you, if you don't like what we do, sue the taxpayer." It's been my experience after years of doing this that when there's a department with such blatant disregard for law and order, there's usually a lot more going on. The following days, somebody sent me this video showing that Billings, Montana police, as well as other departments in the area, have been getting away with committing blatant crimes on and off of the clock for a long time. This video shows a Billings police officer and a Yellowstone County sheriff's deputy picking fights with people outside of a bar. They stand in the middle of a parking lot and yell at people and kick their car.
Nah, low key, what is he doing? Why he kicking dude's car? Leave his leg. Like, dude kicked my car, bro. I'm just passing. You better hope.
People outside of a bar. They stand in the middle of a parking lot and yell at people and kick their cars as they go by. Then when one person stopped to mouth back off to them, they beat the shit out of him.
They are dead in their way. Also, Frank needs the driver's side door.
Fuck out of the way. Really? Or what?
Nah.
I got one.
See, they in the wrong for that.
Don't fucking pull a gun, you fucking idiot. Are you fucking kidding me? Pull a gun, pull a gun. Are you fucking kidding me?
Nah, first off, what happened before he pulled that gun? He's setting that down. Look at them. They trying to enter his vehicle.
I got one too. Don't fucking pull a gun, you fucking idiot. Are you fucking kidding me? Pull a gun, pull a gun. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dang. The third and down. Oh, so he going through the passenger side.
Get out, leave. Get out of here.
Oh, there's a passenger.
I'm gonna pull a gun.
Bro, they dead acting like cops right now. They got the dude get out the car. They just made him get out. I'm going to pull a gun too. Unknown voice. What the fuck? Hey. They tripping for this. Oh, did he get shot?
He shot you?
I think he got pistol whipped because how he's standing if he got shot. That dude laying in on him though.
He shot me in the face. He shot you in the face. He shot me in the face.
Hey. Hey, the other dude's still in that car. Third dude. He just took off with your mans. The third man rolls out before it can. He said, I'm not going with you. Jumped out that way. Y'all should have lined up this list. Smart attempts to run out there. Nah. Hey, they out. They took off. Malibu turns back onto at least 5 police officers followed Duraga. Not involved in an incident arrived minutes later and begin investigation. Hey, yo, they gotta hit me with the Addy. I'm gonna hit him with the
Immediately following the incident, the Billings, Montana police chief offered this narrative to the media. An off-duty Yellowstone County deputy was injured in a shooting at the Grandstand Casino in Billings early Saturday morning. During a press conference Saturday, Billings police chief said a group of off-duty officers were socializing at the casino. Around 12:45, an officer with the Billings Police Department and a Yellowstone County deputy, along with a civilian, left the casino and were talking in the parking lot. Shortly after, a maroon Chevy Malibu with 2 people inside entered the parking lot, stopping near the group and exchanging words before the driver brandished a handgun. Chief St. John says the officers and deputy reached into the car to try to get the weapon, while the civilian went to the passenger side of the car and got the second person out before trying to control the gun from the other side. During the struggle, it was reported the driver fired 1 shot and the deputy was hit in the face with what is currently believed to be a bullet fragment. The deputy reeled back, and believing he was shot, the officer and civilian continued to struggle with the driver for the gun. A few seconds later, the driver accelerated the car, dragging the officer on the driver's side and the civilian, who was partially in the passenger side. Both were able to free themselves before the vehicle left the parking lot. After seeing the incident, one officer dialed 911 to report a deputy had been shot, and the officers inside left the building to give aid to those involved. While aid was being rendered, the suspect came back and drove through the parking lot. Chief St. John reported officers thought they would be fired at and retreated back into the casino. As the suspect left the parking lot onto Grand Avenue, responding on-duty officers arrived. Officers tried to stop the suspect, however, he fled west on Grand Avenue and drove at speeds of 60 miles per hour. The suspect eventually lost control of the vehicle at the 1200 block of Grand Avenue. The suspect fled west on Grand Avenue and drove at speeds of 60 miles per hour. The suspect eventually lost control of the vehicle at the 1200 block of Grand Avenue, slid sideways, rolled, and struck a light pole in front of Albertsons. The driver suffered serious injuries and was taken to the hospital for care. The handgun was all...
Bruh, this man done fled the scene, wrecked the V, and he probably could have got off on it. Like, he probably could have got away with it. Like, they're trying to get in your vehicle. Why didn't... Bruh, he did too much.
Also recovered from the wreckage near the suspect. After about 5 to 6 months, the sheriff finally concluded that his deputy had violated the agency's policy on ethics and conduct. Deputy Smart received a letter of reprimand telling him that what he did was naughty, but faced no further consequences. Officer Matt Frank was suspended for 2 weeks for his involvement. Neither Deputy Smart or Officer Frank faced any criminal charges for their blatant criminal behavior on that evening. Both still hold positions at their department, and Officer Matt Frank was recently featured on a podcast on the City of Billings YouTube channel. A link to that is below. Contact information is listed below if you would like to say anything to the district attorney about their refusal to prosecute criminals. Not that that will actually change what's going on. You're not living in a system of law and order. You're just being ruled by a bunch of thugs. But hey, don't take my word for it. Let me show you another 1,000 videos over the next 5 years of government getting away with breaking the laws that they created, while you and I get arrested when we haven't broken any laws at all, for simply exposing the fact that these guys break the law.
Okay, so now the cops are being called on you for filming here. What are you doing here?
Waiting for an Uber.
Waiting for an Uber.
Yeah, I figured this would be the safest place.
Okay,
And
I need an ID from you.
I'm exercising my First Amendment right.
I need an ID from you.
What crime have I committed?
You're the subject of a call from this detention facility, so I need an ID from
I
you.
just told you I'm exercising my First Amendment right.
I'm telling you, if you don't give me an ID, I'm going to take you to jail for obstructing a peace officer. So,
But what crime have I committed?
By not giving me your ID, you're committing the crime of obstructing a peace officer.
But I'm asking for my Fourth Amendment protection. Searches and seizures
Search and seizure.
He made
of
sure
my
he
persons
out.
and property.
Real
Correct.
talk.
And if you commit a crime, then I have the right to seize you.
Yeah, so what crime have I committed?
Obstructing a peace officer. Right now, you're committing that crime.
No, there has to be an underlying thing that you're
I'm
investigating.
investigating you. They called me.
Is he saying peace? What? Or police? What the fuck is a peace officer? Peace? He doesn't sound very peaceful.
Okay, but what crime am I committing?
Look at them eyes, bruh. He has not lowered that eye. He like, you're gonna go to jail if you don't give me, like, chill.
Obstructing a peace officer. So are you gonna give me your ID or not?
So had they not called you, how would I be obstructing a peace officer?
wouldn't. They did.
Okay, so I haven't committed a crime.
Dang, they got another cop.
I will
here.
take this right to jail.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you real quick.
I'm waiting for an Uber. Like I said, I'm
Okay, well,
exercising my
right now
First
you're being
Amendment right.
detained. Right now you're being detained. You're not free to go.
What reasonable articulable suspicion do you have that I'm committing a crime?
Right now you're committing a crime of obstructing a peace officer. I already told you that. So here's the
But
deal.
you don't have a right to come up and just identify me.
Yes, I do. When you're the subject of a call, I do. Were you out on the North 28th call?
Yeah.
No, not the staff.
I'm waiting for my Uber.
Okay, so he's been acting like this all night.
I'm waiting for my Uber, and I would like to do it in a
This is
safe
your-
spot.
This is your last chance to give me your name.
I'm going to go to jail, man, because this is my first.
You're under.
Can I take my backpack off?
Bruh, they just.
With my FICO,
snatched
I get easy access to credit reports, 24/7 monitoring.
Well, listen, what we need to do right now
What?
is I need you to take off your gear.
What? Why do that?
I recently showed you this video of a Billings, Montana police officer arresting a
Last chance to give me your name.
Oh, that was the end of the video. Well, he went to jail.